Hello, family and friends. Welcome to our second episode of Weekly Pick Me Up. Now, if you're returning, thank you. And if you're new to joining us, welcome. So let's get the housekeeping out of the way. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell so that you don't miss anything that we have coming out for you. All right. So for the month of September, we are looking at back to school. All right. Our little trusty old chalkboard is here with us. All right, back to school. So this week, our topic is back to focus. Now, some of you all might have guessed and figured out what we were going to be talking about based on our conversation from last week when we kicked off the topic with back to life. Okay, if you missed that episode, go back, take a look, and catch up with us. All right, back to focus. So I want you to tunnel in on the definition of the actual word focus. Now, Webster has quite a few definitions for the word focus. It is used as a noun and a verb, but in our case, we're going to refer to the word focus as a verb, all right? Now, for the English majors out there, we can use it as a transitive or intransitive verb. I did my research. However, we are not digging that deep, all right? All in all, we know what verbs are. They are actionable words, meaning they require us to do something. So for this episode today, we are going to discuss 3 powerful definitions, thanks to Webster. Number 1, the first is to adjust the focus of. To adjust the focus of, all right? Number 2, to bring something to a focus, as in concentrate. To bring something to a focus, as in concentrate. All right. And number 3, to adjust one's eyes to a particular range. To adjust one's eyes to a particular range. All right, let's break these down a little bit. Number 1, to adjust the focus of. Now, this definition gives you permission to adjust your focus by adjusting your lens. All right. Now, similar to how someone will adjust their glasses, you too must adjust your frames. So from last week, you've done the cleaning, you've done the decluttering, you've done the reorganizing, and all of those things are necessary to begin getting back to life. Now it's time to wipe the sweat off the brow, remove the smudges off the glasses, and adjust your lens. All right? To adjust the focus of, adjust your lens. All right, number 2, you need to bring something into focus. All right? Now, what is your something? Last week, I asked, what ball do you need to put your eye back on? What do you need to concentrate on? Okay. How best can you meet your own need by staging and setting the environment for a place that grants you permission to concentrate? Okay. Oftentimes, I just can't concentrate. I just can't think. I just can't. Because you have not set the stage. You have not created an environment that gives you permission to concentrate. Now, this definition really gives you permission to be a little selfish, and that's okay. Bring that thing, bring that dream, bring that vision, bring that goal into focus. Bring something into focus, right? Number 3, adjust one's eyes to a particular range. Now, this is where the hard work comes into play. Not everything we see or envision is in close reach. And I know that hurts, but everything happens when it's supposed to happen. All right? Like a newborn baby that can't quite see color or make out shapes too well, your range may also not be in color or may not make the shapes out fully. All right. But just as a shape is off to the distance and it becomes clearer the closer it gets to a point where you can identify it, so will your focus. All right. So will that something. So will your dream. So will that goal. All right. So adjust your eyes as far as you can see. Okay. Now, again, only you know your farthest range, but strengthen and stretch your eyesight. See as far as you can see until you bring that thing into focus. Okay. Adjust one's eyes to a particular range. All right. All right. Now, in addition to those definitions and breaking them down in our back to school, back to life, back to focus, all right, I want to leave you with a few precautions, all right? Number one, be careful not to allow your mouth to shorten your range. Be careful not to allow your mouth to shorten your range. Too often do we speak ill over our own dreams, desires, and goals. All right. So be careful. We do that through the unknown, through doubts, and through fear. Be careful not to allow your mouth to shorten your range. All right. Number two, be careful who you share what you're bringing into focus. Be careful who you share that information with. What you're bringing into focus is precious. What you're bringing into focus hasn't fully manifested. So be careful who you share that information with. All right. Another definition of the word focus I didn't want to tunnel in too much on, but I do want to bring up here is to come to a focus. To come to a focus, meaning to converge. And converge means to come together and unite in a common interest. All right. So you've got to be careful who you unite with. All right. Who you connect with. All right. Number three, be careful that your new lens and frames aren't too flashy. I know we love some name brands. I know we love the cat eye. I know we love a little sparkle, and that's great. But be careful not to be too flashy in this phase of your focus, all right? Everyone can handle your new perspective. Everyone can handle your prescription tightening and getting closer to that 2020 vision, all right? They want to keep you in a box. They want to keep you restricted. They want to keep certain labels on you, all right? So be careful that your frames aren't too flashy, all right? So all in all, be careful. All in all, step out on faith, move forward, and bring that thing into focus, all right? And as you begin to bring that thing, bring the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing, and keep growing. All right, family, that is my time for today and this week. I want to encourage you to get back to focus. Now, if today's episode was helpful, kindly share in the comment section. You don't have to get too personal, but let us know how you're doing with bringing that thing into focus. All right. What are you doing to help concentrate? What are you doing to get your lens straightened out and cleared up? All right. And don't forget to share the video. Also, like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Well, we'll see you next week as we continue our series on back to school. That's it. That's all. Have an amazing week, guys. Continue a blessing.